What's up, guys? We're moving, we're grooving. So happy to be making videos again. It's been an extremely busy part of my life, extremely busy period of my life. You guys are great. Thank you for being here. Let's get to it. This is part 2 or 3 of the Beginner's Guide to Decentralized Finance. Okay. Let's talk about yield farming, which is basically taking your assets and sending it around to whichever platform is offering the highest interest rate on that particular day. Okay, I'm talking slow because this can get really crazy and I have the knack for rambling. So we talked about Aave. Let's say you want to deposit all of your Ethereum or some type of stablecoin into Aave because they're offering you 0.5% interest rate. If you have $10,000 of Ethereum just sitting in your wallet, well, maybe you're comfortable depositing 5,000 of that into Aave and just earning some interest on that because that's what they do. They use your loan, they use your assets as collateral, and they let other people borrow it, assuming they have the proper collateral as well. So what you can do is use other platforms, not Aave. Well, Aave, Synthetics, Fulcrum, Maker, all of these other food-related farms, and you can find who is offering the greatest interest rate on that particular day. Because they all have a need for collateral, because it's just how DeFi works, and we're going to get there. We're going to explain all of this. And they all have different demand. So one platform might have a super high demand for Ethereum for whatever reason, so they're going to offer a higher interest rate. So you might go to Aave and say, wow, they're offering 0.5%, but this guy over here is offering a full percent. Obviously, you're going to go to that guy. Well, what people do is they literally turn this into a full-time job because you can earn 10 to 20% if you're really good at it, even higher. I mean, there are people that have successfully and relatively low risk earned extreme amounts of interest, 50 to 100% annual. But let's take it one step at a time. So what you can do is take each platform and say, wow, this guy's offering this, but then tomorrow somebody else might be offering this. It turns into a full-time job. What Yearn Protocol does, which is what we're talking about today, Wi-Fi token, Yearn Protocol, automates the entire process. So I want you to imagine if you could call your bank and say, hey, listen, I have $10,000 sitting in my savings account. I want you to automatically send that $10,000 to whatever bank in the region is offering the highest percent interest rate for that day. That's exactly what Yearn Protocol does. They take your money and they automatically search around the DeFi universe and see who is offering the highest percent interest. So you don't have to do anything. You can just deposit it and you can feel good. But obviously there are some risks. And I want to cut in here, and I should have explained this, so I got to edit this in. When I say they are sending your money around to the highest interest rate in the universe, it's not like some guy is sitting at a computer doing this. No, and if you read the newsletter, you'll see that. It's all automated. It's a computer program. It's smart contracts. They write out the program, and it just does it automatically. It's totally automated. There's no guy sitting there. It's just click of a button and go. This is the website. Okay. So you have, basically a whole bunch of stuff here. And I'm going to be operating on the charity wallet so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing here. We're going to go to vaults. And these are all of the vaults. So what you do is they only accept certain assets. Like right here, this is the Yearn Finance vault. You can buy Wi-Fi token and deposit Wi-Fi token into this vault. You can buy DAI token if you happen to have DAI stablecoin sitting in your wallet, which a lot of people do. We talked about this on the stablecoin newsletter. If for some reason you think Bitcoin's going to drop to $10,000 tomorrow, obviously you're going to sell your Bitcoin. So what you could do is sell it for a stablecoin, which you know is going to maintain its value because it's stable. That's the whole point of the name and all that. And then you can deposit in here and get 13% interest rate while you're sitting on the DAI waiting for Bitcoin to retrace 50%. Okay, and there's a whole bunch of these vaults. Now, there's not a ton of them. There's, I don't know, I'm guessing 10 to 15 here, because it takes a lot of work to make sure that these things are safe. But you can see there's Tether, there's Gemini, there's a Chainlink vault. Unfortunately, they're not accepting new deposits because it's maxed out. There's a Wrapped Ether vault. There's an Ether vault. Neither of these are accepting deposits. Actually, the Wrapped Ether is. That's good to know. And then these ones are when you get way deep into the yield farming. But I'm already going too far. Let's keep on moving here. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do some yield farming. I think that's a pretty interesting thing to do. So we're on the charity wallet here, and we're on Aave.com, right? Let's go in. We're on Aave, and we are going to deposit Chainlink, which I've already done, but let's just act like we're doing it here. Now, Chainlink has an extremely active yield farming community. It's just the way it is. So the interest that you earn from Aave, if you were to deposit Chainlink and allow it to be used as collateral, is very low, 0.01%. Reason being is because they don't really need it. They have so much. They have so much of it that they're not going to offer much interest if they don't need it. But either way, this is all in the Aave thing. We've already talked about this. So we have some Chainlink deposited in Aave on the charity wallet. I deposited 42 Chainlink. So now you can see our wallet balance is 127 and our balance within Aave is 42 Link. Now, how do you actually get the interest? That's something that I didn't explain before, and I should explain now. When you deposit your Aave, you're giving them your Chainlink, and what they do in return is they send you an Aave interest Chainlink. Basically, it's their form of the Chainlink token. It's called A-Link. It is an Aave interest-bearing Chainlink token, which you can see right here. And this is what is in our charity wallet now. We have 42 of them. 42 Aave interest-bearing Chainlink tokens. And interestingly enough, you can actually see you can watch us gain interest. Look at this. $664.72, and then this is like this would be a tenth of a cent, a hundredth, a thousandth, a 10,000th, a 100,000th. So you're watching, basically you're earning a millionth of a cent or whatever it is every couple seconds, and you can watch it, and that's because we have these A-Link tokens. Now, we only have $664 worth deposited in here, but if you have 20,000, 30,000, it does add up. But now let's get to the yield farming, okay? I'm sorry to ramble on here. Now you can take your Aave interest-bearing Link, and now you can deposit that into the Yearn protocol, which is what we're going to do. We're going to deposit all of it. And you can see they have a vault, USDC. So what they're going to do is, I'm assuming, I'm not going to research this right now, is they're going to sell the Link and they're going to get USDC, and then they're going to send that USDC into the USDC vault. It's a whole bunch of, it's crazy how in-depth it gets. But look, deposit. Simple as can be. And unfortunately, it does cost money. You got transaction fees. It's okay. So now all of a sudden, we're earning 0.1% on Aave, but we found a way to earn 3.89%. So it's basically 3.9% that we're earning on our Chainlink now, because we took our interest-bearing Aave token and sent it to Yearn, which is, you're already starting to see how it turns into Legos, and you're building one upon the other, and we're going to go, we got so much more to go, but it gets really nuts. Confirm transaction. See, it's done. Okay, well, it's not done. We were just approving it, but it's going to go in. And you have all of these other ones. You can see USDC, 8.5%. I mean, imagine it wouldn't even be that bad of an idea if you wanted to do this. Send your entire savings account to Coinbase, swap your entire savings account for USDC, and then send your USDC to Yearn, and all of a sudden you're earning 8.5%. Now, I'm not going to tell you to do that because there are risks involved. There's smart contract risk. There's always bugs out there. You're depending upon computer programming, and computer programs are written by humans. Therefore, it's not perfect. It'll never be perfect. But hey, you're earning 0.16% weekly growth on your savings if you decide to do that. DAI, 13% yearly, because they're sending it to Curve, which is another Lego block that we have to talk about. 0.26% you can earn on DAI, which is a stable coin, which is permanently pegged to $1, or at least it attempts to be. So you can swap your dollars. If you have $10,000, you'll get 10,000 DAI, and all of a sudden you're earning 0.26% weekly. You won't even get that annually at your local bank. And you can do this right now in DeFi, and it's not some type of scam. Like, this stuff is real. It's existing right now. Yeah, you can see here, our 42 link went in, and now all of a sudden we're earning 3.89% interest for holding link, which is what we were going to do anyway. It was just sitting in our wallet, and now all of a sudden we're earning an additional 4% interest for something that was just sitting there. Now, of course, you have to know how Aave works, and you have to know about the liquidation possibility. You can always get liquidated, and the reason is because we have actually. Can we get liquidated? No, we can't even get liquidated. I'm sorry. I totally made a mistake on that because we're not borrowing. We didn't borrow anything from Aave. We simply gave them our chain link, and in return, we're using our interest-bearing tokens and sending them, which is equivalent to chain link, to Yearn, and they are using that to earn a higher percent interest. Trust me, I know it's like building block on top of building block on top of building block, which is scary if you've seen The Big Short and the credit default swaps. It's like one thing on top of the other on top of the other. But this is all open. This is all open source. You can literally audit and see every single thing they're doing. So how are they earning this? Well, let's take a look at this one. Not DAI, USDC. The strategy is called DeForce USDC. What they're doing is they created a strategy. They're going to send it to the DeForce platform, which is currently doing a liquidity mining program. You deposit collateral and you provide liquidity for their trading, and in return you're getting DeForce tokens, and they're selling those DeForce tokens for USDC, and that is your return. Now, you don't really need to know that if you don't want to. But the important thing to know is that all of this is online. 100% of it. You can track, and all of the strategy votings and all that stuff is totally public. You can go into their forums and go on the governance, and then you have voting. Wi-Fi snapshot portal for Yearn improvement proposals. You have official newsletters. State of the Vaults, a weekly publication that covers news, upcoming changes, and current strategies. So all the strategies, it tells you exactly how they are earning this interest. So there's no, befuddlement. They're not clouding anything. They're not obscuring what they're doing. They're telling you exactly how they're doing it. Wi-Fi Vault. As mentioned last week, MakerDAO recently onboarded Wi-Fi as collateral option, and the $7 million debt limit was reached almost immediately. A single vote was quickly voted on and determined to increase the debt limit to 20. Doesn't matter. All you need to know is the strategies are vetted. It's totally public. But, of course, people that are creating these strategies could make a mistake. They could say, hey, why don't we create a vault, and we're going to send all of the funds to this platform over here because the interest rate is so high, but that platform is a scam and they walk away with the money. That's definitely possible. But there are very smart people that are tracking all of this. They're doing all these things, and you can do it yourself. You can buy the Wi-Fi token and take part in the voting process. It's very important. It's very important to know that. This is the Yearn statistics page. Currently, they have $663 million deposited into their platform. Within the vaults, they have $346 million, and 316 of that, $316 million is currently being utilized by their strategies to maximize farming yield. And the average annual yield is 9.28%. That is astronomical. That is insane. And these people are automating it. It's literally just a smart contract that does all of it. Your funds are constantly moving around and you don't even know where they're going, but they're earning you the highest percent interest that they can possibly figure out in the safest possible manner. It's incredible.